to create an area that looks like this, and we have, it's a fencing, and we have a total fencing of 30 meters. Okay, so if this and this and this is equal, if this length was brought up here, right? Do you see that this would be an equilateral triangle? Okay. So let's, if I call this x, this will be x, x, this is y, y. So we have, first of all, 3x plus 2y is equal to 30. Now, for the area, expression for the area, we get, first of all, this bottom part is xy. This is a little bit tricky part. The area of this equilateral triangle, okay, if this is x, and this will be half of x. Okay. So this height is what we need. Now height squared plus half of x squared is equal to x squared. From what? Pythagorean theorem, right? So we have height squared plus a quarter of x squared is equal to x squared. So height squared, if you collect these two terms, that's 1 minus a quarter, 3 over 4 x squared. So the height is going to be the root of 3, root of 4 is 2, root of x squared is x. Okay, now we have expression of height in terms of x. So the area of this triangle was going to be half times x times by height, but that can be replaced with this. Okay. And the y can be replaced with x from here. So 2y equals 30 minus 3x. So now area is x, 30 minus 3x over 2. You multiply these two numbers, you get 1 over 4 root 3 x squared. We want to maximize this. So we want to get the vertex of this parabola. Okay, so let's see here. So let's expand this first. You get 30x minus 3x squared over 2. Okay, let's split this as a fraction. So 30x over 2 is 15x. And we have 3 over 2x squared plus root 3 over 4x squared. Okay, so these two can be collected. Right, factor out x squared, and we get minus 3 over 2 plus root 3 over 4. It's a little bit ugly here. Okay, so that's 15x. Common base is 4. You get minus 6 plus root 3x squared. Okay, if you factor out an x, you get 15. Okay, plus minus 6 plus root 3 over 4x still. So from this, because it's nicely factored, you get the roots of 0, and the other one, let's set the 15 plus minus 6, set that equal to 0, bring the 15 over. Okay, minus 6 plus root 3x is equal to minus 60. Root 3x will be then minus, I can't do that. There's an implied bracket here, right? So let's actually multiply both sides by negative. So you get 6 minus root 3 here, and this becomes 60. So x will equal to 60 over 6 minus root 3. Okay, there's an implied bracket. I almost forgot to. And it's a very common mistake for students to forget that. Okay, so when x is this, okay, this is the other root, actually 0 and this. So where is the vertex going to occur? These are the two zeros or roots. The axis of symmetry is gonna be the midpoint between these two. So 30, right? If you divide this by 2, you get 30 over 6 minus root 3. It's just to find the dimension. So this is the dimension of x. For y, okay, y is right here. 30 minus 3 times by this. So if this times this by 3, you get 90 over 6 minus root 3 all over 2. So So that's 30 minus 90 over 6 minus root 3 times by half. So you can divide this by 2 and this by 2. 15 minus 45 over 6 minus root 3. I mean, combine to a single base. Right, 6 times by 15 is actually 60, right? 290, right? So we get a 90 minus 15 root 3 minus 45. So you're going to get a 45 minus 15 root 3 all over 6 minus root 3. I mean, so the question asks for a decimal, so we just have to calculate these values in decimal, in calculator to get the decimal accurate to 2 decimal points, I think.